Okay.
Yeah, same. I don't like it at all.
That's a lot. And so
Yes,
then
it is. Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today's reaction comes from Screen Rant. This is the Squid Game pitch meeting, and you knew how this had to be coming. Just like with yesterday's reaction with SML Movie doing their own version of Squid Game. This had to come out because of how popular this is, and I want to get into it. I wanted to kind of sort of talk about my feelings about it, but I don't want to spoil too much of anything else before this because I want to let Ryan get into it. I'll, add on here or there, and at the very end, I will give my overall opinions on this show. So, before we get into it, though, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George's channel. So I'll leave both of those links, along with a link to the original video in the description. And I want to thank you guys for deciding to check out today's reaction. Really do appreciate it. But if you are new, I put out reactions every single day for stuff that's funny, scary, trailers, anime, and just about everything else in between. So if that's your sort of thing, and mean a warn on me if you hit that subscribe button, because not only by doing so would you help to support me, but it also give you access to future and past pitch meeting reactions that I've already done. And it's super easy to do, barely an inconvenience. First, go right below this video, get that like button, some love, and the subscribe button right there. And without any further ado, let go.
So, you have a new series for me? Yes, sir, I do. Well, actually, this comes from our team in South Korea. Oh, interesting. Now, are you Korean? I'm not, no. Okay, and you're sure? Yes. Because, you look like someone I might cast to play an Asian character in a movie. Yeah. And, please stop doing that.
Yes,
kind of
please.
Thing. Well, no promises. So tell me about this show. Well, sir, it's called Squid Game. Okay, so this is like in the Shark Tale cinematic universe? Ah, well, actually, no. Sir, because that's not a thing that exists. Interesting. Yeah, so this is a show where a bunch of desperate people play in children's games for the chance to win a bunch of money. How much money are we talking? 45.6 billion. Wow. South Korean won. Which is also a lot in US dollars.
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. So we're gonna follow this guy named Gi-hun, right? Okay. And he owes a bunch of money to loan sharks. Yeah, from Shark Tale? Nope. And so after a guy in a suit slaps him around in a subway station a little bit, he gets invited to participate in this event that can help him clear his debt. Oh, getting slapped around by a guy in a suit is tight.
No, it's not.
And so he gets picked up in this van and some gas knocks him unconscious and he wakes up in this weird place with a bunch of other people. Oh boy, and so what's the deal with this place? Well, everybody's in a numbered tracksuit and there are very angry PlayStation buttons watching everybody. What? So then these 456 players go into this other area to play a big game of red light, green light. And what's that? Ah, well see, you can only move forward when this massive, horrifying doll isn't looking at you. Oh my god. And if the doll sees you move, you get shot and killed. Wait, what is this show? So people start freaking out and running around and 255 people get brutally murdered. What is happening? What is going on? Well, see, the catch is this is a super secret organization with insane surveillance, and if you lose in a game, you die. Oh, very messed up. Yeah, it also turns out this cop who's following a lead on his missing brother, he's infiltrating this whole operation. Man, that's gonna be hard to do with all the crazy surveillance. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, he just sneaks onto this boat that's bringing players to this place, and he kills one of the PlayStation buttons and puts it...
Yeah, I saw it happen. Like, he was like following behind the car or whatever, snuck underneath it, and somehow nobody saw this happen.
His uniform and mask on. He just kills someone at the beginning of the investigation? Yes. He doesn't even know what's going on yet. Yeah, so he just does a casual little murder.
Yeah,
he needs the
very
right
casual
clothes to keep investigating. Okay. And then he just kind of goes with the flow and pretends that he works there from there on out, and it keeps working. So he's like good at improv, passable at best. He keeps being like, hey, what are you guys talking about? And the other guards are like, you know what we're talking about. You were there for the thing we're talking about. Very suspicious. Yeah, but somehow he keeps getting away with it, so he's sneaking around the whole time collecting evidence. With what? With his smartphone, and unlike everybody in the games, this thing just won't die. Oh, neat. Anyway, so then the second game they need to play is this one where they need to cut specific shapes out of honeycomb candy without breaking the candy. Oh, yikes. So then Gi-hun figures out that if you lick the candy, that helps a lot, so he survives with like a second left, which is kind of his thing. Oh, solving problems by licking things is tight. I never want to hang out with you. So then the players realize that if they kill each other during the off time, that improves their odds of winning. How do they realize that? Egg. What? So then at bedtime when the lights go out, it gets super violent. Players are gonna die. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of players are gonna die, and possibly a couple of epileptic viewers at home as well. Very cool.
Oh, wait, yeah, it was bad.
And then the next game is a tug of war where if you lose, you fall to your death. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so pretty much all the main characters are on one team, and and then a bunch of random people are on the other.
Oh man, I wonder what team is gonna win.
Oh, well, get this. The team with all the main characters wins.
Oh.
Yeah, the team with all the random unimportant characters we don't know, that team doesn't win.
Oh man,
I did not see that coming.
Very
unpredictable for sure. So then after that, they're gonna play the marble game.
What's that one?
Well, everybody has to pick a partner, right? And then they find out that with their partner, they have to play whatever marble game they want, and the loser dies.
Oh no.
So there's this Ali guy who's just the sweetest man, you know, not the
He is
brightest,
very
but
sweet.
super loyal.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds like a great guy.
Yeah, so he gets betrayed and shot in the head and dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch, that hurts right here.
And
It
this
sure
girl
does.
from North Korea bonds with someone seemingly for the first time in her life. It's very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, no, one of them's gonna die.
Yeah.
So then her new friend gets shot in the head and dies.
Oh, I don't like how this episode makes me
No.
feel.
Also,
me either.
He's teamed up with this sweet old man, and he ends up
Yeah.
having to take advantage of this man's dementia in order to survive.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah, same. I don't like it at all.
That's a lot.
And so
Yes,
then
it
after
is.
that game, the VIPs are going to show up.
The VIPs?
Well, they're these super rich elite types in animal masks, and they're here to watch the games and bet on them.
Well, why are they just showing up now?
Well, you know how when people go see like sporting events, they always show up just moments before they end?
That's not accurate.
And so I was
No.
thinking in terms of the VIPs, it might be cool if, you know, writing and character and acting wise, they all just, you know, came close to ruining the whole show.
What?
Just bring everything down several notches. I thought that might be fun.
I guess.
So then for the next game, they need to cross this super long bridge with pairs of glass panels, each made of tempered glass or regular glass.
Oh, and they need to try to step on the tempered glass with every step?
Exactly. There's no other way they could get across.
What are the panels held up with?
Some long beams on which they can definitely cross.
Okay.
And so then eventually by the final game, there's just the main guy and his childhood friend left, and they need to play the Squid Game.
That's the name of the show.
It is.
So what are the rules of this game?
Barely matters, because they're pretty much just gonna fight to the death.
Oh.
Yeah.
And his friend ends up killing himself, so Gi-hun wins.
Oh, he does.
And that cop finds out that this secret masked guy who was like running the whole game, it's actually his missing brother.
Wait, how long was his brother missing?
Oh, well, see, he missed his last rent payment, so that's what sent the cop on this search.
This guy's running a massive secret organization and he doesn't have a system in place to pay his rent?
That's what we're
Apparently
going
not.
with. So then the cop gets shot in the shoulder and falls.
Falls where?
All the way into season 2 if necessary.
Okay, so does Gi-hun use all the prize money to pay the families of the people that died?
No, he doesn't do anything for a full year. He just goes back to the life he was living, doesn't spend any of the money.
Well, what happens to the debt he had with the loan sharks?
Unclear.
Well, okay then.
So then somebody from the Squid Game organization wants to get in touch with him, because it's weird that he's not spending the money at all.
How did they get in touch with him?
By having somebody sell him a rose that has a secret little card in it.
The main thing they know about him is that he's not spending any money at the moment, so they get in touch with him
Yeah,
via a
try to make him
transaction.
spend
That's
money.
right. That works for me.
So then there's going to be this big twist where we find out the guy who started the games is that old guy.
Oh, I thought he was killed during the marble game.
Ah, but see, we didn't actually see him die, so he must have had the guard, like, fire the gun next to his head or something, and Gi-hun wasn't watching.
Well, what if Gi-hun hadn't turned his back? How did he intend to fake his death?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So then we find out the whole reason this guy started the games in the first place.
Oh, and why is that?
He was bored.
Oh. Okay.
And so then the old
Yeah.
man dies of a brain tumor, and Gi-hun decides to use the money for good.
Nice.
And hair dye.
What?
And then at the end, it seems like maybe he's gonna try to take down the games instead of
Yeah.
taking care of his daughter.
Oh, okay.
And so
Yeah.
that's about it. What do you think?
Well, it sounds like a good series, you know, and you think we can properly translate and dub this thing from Korean?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, yeah, Squid Game, 10 things you missed if you don't speak Korean. Well, I certainly don't speak Korean, and what it says here is, while Squid Game is the #1 show in the world now, many who speak Korean are unhappy with what is being translated, what is being left out. Yeah, like I said, I don't speak Korean. I never saw the original. If this is the case, that's what happened. That's really messed up. But this show, man, It made me feel a lot of things. It made me feel happy at times. It made me feel very sad during that Marbles episode. It made me feel really angry and frustrated, finding out like this guy, this adorable old man, was somehow in control of all of this. And also the fact at the very end that like, oh, we're having all these nice things now because he befriended a woman there who ended up getting killed, and his her brother was in an orphanage, and apparently it took him a year to, get him out of there, but he did. And we thought, like, okay, now he's going to fulfill his other promise of going to America, which is where his daughter is, and going to live with him, going to be a good person now. And nope, he finds that this other person is, being invited to the games. He's not a fan of that, and he wants to somehow put a stop to it. I'm not quite sure how he's going to do that because he's only one person, but it really seems like they're maybe going to form some sort of big team to take him down, possibly in season 2. I don't know if that's been announced yet. I don't think it has, but that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But I did thoroughly enjoy this show. I just wished, apparently that it was dubbed better, I guess. So that'll do it for me here, but before we go, though, I would like to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Kester Cronage, Amber K, Minnie Melt, Lauren Davenport, Rocco Lochisano, and my lone channel member TMA. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And if you too like to have your name read at the end of each and every one of my videos, plus many other fun goodies, maybe being reacted to a past pitch meeting or two, please head on over to patreon.com/GDMReactor. The link will be right there in the description, or you can head over to my channel page, click that join button there, or head right below this video, click that join button there. And with that being said, comment down below, let me know, what did you think about Squid Game? Please leave a like if you enjoy. I also want to see Bash reaction I've done to other pitch meetings, and let's play this right over there, full of them for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, ring notification bell because I put new videos every single day, and I'll see you guys next time.